Hello, everybody, and welcome back to F123 My Team Career Mode. This is episode number 8 as we take 8. Excuse me, one second. This is episode number 8. Yes, number 8 as we take on the British Grand Prix at Silverstone Circuit. Okay, I just noticed as I was scrolling around before I started the recording. Oh shit, yeah. Our engine is dead. Now I don't want to pull a Miami and forget to change it, so I'll just run it through practice, and hopefully it holds. But then hopefully I also remember to switch it out, because if I don't, then I'm kind of.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
What was I saying is that hopefully I don't do a Miami, so I don't cook myself once again. Alright, we're just gonna hop straight into the race weekend. See you after first practice, whenever that starts, as I mentioned before, PlayStation 4 issues. Stuff takes long to load, so we're just gonna be sitting here watching TikToks. Alright, we got a good amount from our Norwegian friend. Is he Norwegian? Yeah, he's Norwegian. Or is he Danish? Shit. He's Norwegian. Okay, we're cool. I don't know why I thought Danish, because of the flag. In my head, it just didn't seem clear. Sorry to everyone and anyone who lives in Denmark and Norway for confusing your two respective flags. Anyway, we're gonna head straight into quali. Let's see what we have over here. Oh yeah, I'm almost forgetting. Damn, look at that engine. Dead. It is dead. Alright. Okay, but first of all, let me just check the setup for this race. It's gonna be balanced. I want it at balance. Even though I really like balanced setups, I don't know if I want it at balance for this circuit. It's very high speed, very high speed corners, very high speed a lot of high speed corners. Alright, Q1 here at Silverstone as we start our lap, going into turn 1 flat out almost, and now going into turns 2 and 3 over here. Very easy to mess up these corners. I mean, I'm using traction control, soon to be not using traction control. This is way past in the future. This has been recorded in, I believe, May of this year, or was it? No, August of this year. And yeah, I'm now commentating 1st of January 2024, and yeah, we took a lot of curb there in the previous corner, and it probably cost us some time going into the final few corners over here, but we set a lap time of 1:27.9, which is actually decent. Let's see, we're sitting in 4th right now, and not a bad lap time as well, a 27.9. Something I wasn't able to do in free practice because of my worn out engine, so we were like a lot, like we were so low on power. But yeah, we were able to get on with it. Good lap. Can definitely improve the final sector, and by not touching grass. So yeah, we can probably improve by like 4 or 5 tenths, in my opinion. That's my boy, finally back in Q2, and very good lap time to add to that, for him, for his standards, at his level. Very good for our teammate Dennis Hauga. I mean, the Mercedes right now, 1 and 2 currently, but I feel like Red Bull is just gonna blow them out the water here. Also, we just hit 80 subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I know that there are a lot of new viewers that come by. And yeah, again, if you enjoyed, subscribe and like, leave a comment as well, you know, express what your favorite moment in the video was. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go and set a lap time on the same set since I didn't use it as much. Alright, our first flying lap in Q2 on the use set from the abandoned lap, as we take a lot of curb over there before starting off the lap. Hopefully that does not interfere with the rest of the lap. Hopefully I didn't get any damage that I don't know about from the MFD display. No, that is a display. It's a multifunction display. What am I saying? But yeah, down the Wellington Straight now, ending sector 1. We need a good benchmark here for our second flying lap, as we're definitely going in a second flying lap. We're not going to be leaving it to just this run. As you can see, we got a green sector 1, so not a purple. And yeah, it could use a little bit of improvement on the exit over here. And now going into the final few corners into Vale. Yeah, we hit the apex very well over there, and we match our lap time from Q1. We'll definitely have to go on a second time lap, just so we can guarantee our position and place in what's its name, Q3. So we're gonna prepare ourselves for a second run, putting on a new set of soft tires, and we're gonna go out now. Yep. Alright, our second run in Q2 on the new set of soft tires, trying to guarantee a spot into Q3 as the track is evolving. As you can see, almost all drivers are out except for Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari garage, who's well, confident in his guaranteeness in Q3, as we get a very good first and second sector, but we touch grass over there and we lose up to 2/10 of our time just because of that. And how much will that cost us as we go into the final corner and we get a lap delta of 6/10, so improved by 6/10, and that gives us first position in Q2. That's actually not bad, you know. I'll take it. Considering how the track was improving and I had a new set of tires, I think that Charles could definitely have jumped ahead of me, because I went on a second run. He was the only one left in the garage and sitting doing nothing. Anyway, Dennis, unfortunately, I thought he had a good run, man. I thought he was able to make his way into Q3 for the first time, but it looks like it's not gonna happen today. Hopefully in the future we get to see him in Q3 alongside us, maybe as a teammate, maybe as a rival. Alright, just new set. I'm going out immediately. Alright, Q3 right now on a new set of soft tires. We're gonna be trying to set a good benchmark for our second run, and hopefully we get into the front rows. Like the front two rows will be a good result for us as a team. We're the 5th best car on paper, but we're very equal on performance to the 2nd best car on the grid. And sector 1 wasn't bad, the 27.8 I think it was. And now in the final sector, we go into Vale, and around the final corner it's flat out to the line, and we set a lap time of 127.4. Honestly, I don't know if I could compare that run to my Q2 time, because I actually don't remember what my Q2 lap time was. What do I? 27.4, 27.3, something along the lines of that. So if that was the case, then I'm happy, because that's exactly where I should be sitting with that lap time on new set. I'm going out. There's no time. I'm going. Alright, so we are now in Q3, our second run in Q3 on a new set once again, I believe. But yeah, we're definitely going to try to improve on our position in 7th place. But we have a bit of a poor start to the lap, already losing a bit of time, gaining some of it back, but we're definitely going to be gaining a lot of time in these corners right here. But because we messed up a little bit going wide on our first run, and yeah, as you can see already, a 10th up on the what's it called, Wellington Straight. We set a first sector of a 27.7, and now into the third sector, going around the final few corners and to the line. We end up qualifying in 3rd position. Yes.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Leclerc, and the owner driver. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Welcome everyone as you join us at a former Second World War aircraft base, now converted into one of the great motor racing tracks. Britain is one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every year of the Formula One World Championship, and long may that continue. This is Silverstone, and this is the British Grand Prix. Silverstone circuit then is 3.6 miles long, has a total of 18 corners, and of course is no stranger to the rain. There won't be any DRS available in these conditions, but the Wellington and Hangar Straights are still good opportunities to tuck into the slipstream and make a pass. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have the owner driver, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Ocon, Albon, Zhou, Hauger, the owner driver, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Sargent, Stroll, and Nick de Vries. And now it's time to head down to the track. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. We should talk about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Alright, one-stop strategy is going to be the way to go in our opinion.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
As we begin our formation lap, thank you Mark for the information, we begin our formation lap in an extreme wet condition. So we have the blue wall tires, and yeah, this could be a bit of an issue for us in terms of what our current setup is. So if you remember earlier in the video, I was talking about me having a balanced setup, and that was right, I think, on qualifying or before qualifying. I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna really help us in these conditions as we get a purple parking.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up.
As we are getting ready to start the race, as we see 5 red lights in the rain at the British Grand Prix, it's lights out and away we go, and you can definitely see nothing in this spray, but George Russell is alongside us already going into turn 1 and takes 3rd place away from us as we go wide into that corner, and Lewis Hamilton loses positions to Fernando Alonso behind him. Carlos Sainz is behind them as well as we retake 3rd position from George Russell. In all that a spray. I mean, you can't really see much, but we can definitely see enough for it to be safe to race, as George Russell now is on our tail, putting the pressure. We go wide. He takes the inside line, which turns into our inside line for that corner, and we retake third position. Once again, this is going to be a very tough race for us, considering we are using a balanced setup, which we could have definitely caught in the race. We can what's it called, weather analysis or weather report, sorry, as George Russell now into Maggots and Beckett takes third place. Once again, Hamilton on our tail now, with Alonso right behind him, and Carlos Sainz, as they're now going to be fighting for position. Alonso tries to take the outside line, but thinks none of it, as if you were able to see that in the background. But yeah, we are now fighting with Carlos Sainz for position, but we end our first lap going down one place, and it's definitely going to get a whole lot tougher for us throughout the next portions of this race, as now Carlos Sainz is very close behind, and on the Hangar Straight we are Carlos Sainz in our slipstream. We go wide going into Stowe over there, and Carlos Sainz takes fourth place, but we make a move down the inside. We send it going wide, but we manage to brake in time to make the next corner, and we retake fourth position. This is definitely going to be a highlight of our race, being just defending Carlos Sainz, who's behind us, and now going into Copse. We miss a gear change, and now Carlos Sainz is looking for a move into the S's over here. Can I call it the S's? It's an S. It's literally like a zigzag, as Carlos Sainz now goes down around the outside, and we are gonna fight back with battery deployment, as we're gonna try to hold on to our position and try to hang it around the outside. But yeah, look at that understeer city, as our front wing isn't in any way, shape or form able to produce enough downforce. But we make a move again down the inside, the same corner. Carlos Sainz fights back, and he's side by side with us, but we make it into lap 4 in fourth place still. But right now the whole focus is just to keep Carlos Sainz behind us and hold position, defend as much as we can. As we make contact, we have made contact with Carlos Sainz, and that drops us down the order, and we drop down to 10th place. But Sainz, who's had the worser what's the word, I do not know, but he's in 22nd. He's plumb lost because of that contact. I'm pretty sure because of that contact we had over there, his front wing is gone, so it's basically the end of the road for him. He's not going to be able to continue, or not continue, but like he's not going to be able to fight unless he doesn't have any front wing damage. We don't have any body damage, luckily, as we are now behind our rival Esteban Ocon. And lap 7, Gasly very close behind Ocon. It seems like he just buggered off. He's 6 seconds ahead of us as we understeer once again into Copse corner, and that gives Gasly the opportunity to overtake us, and we're gonna try to stay as close as we can to Pierre Gasly and try to retake the position. But we didn't position our car properly for the exit of that corner behind, and now in the slipstream of Pierre Gasly, we brake early to not understeer, and over there you can see Gasly struggling for traction on the corner exit, and that invites us to make a move down the inside. A bit of contact over there, not really a bit of contact, that was a lot of contact, as we get a warning from the FIA about the collision. And yeah, we're still in 10th place as we are now in our pit window, and we're gonna be pitting this lap.
So push now, push.
Yes, pitting this lap, and we're now heading straight to the pits from 10th place. We're definitely gonna end up in last with how the field is bunched up. Look at that, we're definitely in last place, but we're definitely one of many different drivers who are on the one-stop strategy. It's an aggressive strategy, and it will definitely work out with the tire degradation difference, as we now get a good turn in. A very neat pit stop from the team.
Let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic
Very
stop.
neat
Faster
stop.
than we were expecting.
2.3 seconds. Very excellent job by the team. But look at that. All the drivers are already
Stay clear of the
on the
191
Wellington
sectors.
straight, and I'm still
Dangerous driving.
waiting to
Cross off
leave
the track.
the pits, as right now we're gonna be fighting to get closer to the rest of the pack and pushing our car to our limits, as now we skip ahead to lap 15 with our teammate ahead of us. The rest of the drivers have pitted, so the rest of the drivers behind us already went for a pit stop, and that's how we ended up in 12th position. But yeah, now our teammate Dennis Hager is ahead of us in 11th place. We're going to be trying to at least recover into the points and grab a few championship points. Sorry, I keep repeating words, as Dennis Hager is really making it hard for us to overtake. I mean, we make a move down the inside over there. Very nice, very smooth from ourselves, and very nice from Dennis to move out of the way so we don't collide. And now we're gonna try and close the 8-second gap, as we now are in we are now in the final lap of this race, with Gasly ahead of us around 3 seconds the gap, but Oscar Piastri is fighting for position with him, and that's causing them to slow down. Ocon has made it through, and you can see the distance between Gasly and Piastri and Ocon, how much Ocon has just made he put a gap between them, as we're now going down the Wellington straight, hoping that Gasly and Piastri get slowed down even more with their scrap, and I'll be able to catch up with them to hopefully nab a 10th or 9th place, depending on how everything goes, as we now skip to Max Verstappen going around the final corners in first place. He wins the British Grand Prix, so it's 2 wins in a row for Max Verstappen from pole position, and Charles Leclerc right behind him in second place. Leclerc and Hamilton were scrapping if you paid attention to the leaderboards, as Piastri and Gasly are in our sights over there, as we make a kamikaze move down the inside. We make contact again with Pierre Gasly. I don't think he'll like us after that, but we finish in 9th place. A decent recovery.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A decent recovery from us.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Let's move on to the constructors. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
From third on the grid to plumb last after the pit stop, back into the points. I mean, I basically just sent it into the last few corners over there onto Gasly and Piastri, hoping I don't make big contact and ruining all of our races. But anyway, overall a good race result. I'm not mad at that, even though I should have realized to put a bit of a higher downforce setup before the race. I'm sorry, even before qualifying. Even a bad qualifying position could have turned into a good race result if I put a high downforce setup because of the wet race. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this episode till the end. If you reached the end, did you skip? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching till the end. Please leave a like, subscribe, make sure that you have your notification bell turned on for any future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at the8ball_. As you can see right now, we're going to be changing back to our original livery. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.